Hello and welcome. I normally don't like speculating about stuff. I always find it kind of tedious. You're never gonna get what you want out of anything. But since I'm on the road right now and I have my phone and my headphones, I've decided, yeah, sure, why not? Let's give it a try. I should speak more anyway. So this speculation comes courtesy from Dark Ranger Sis on Twitter, who posts something interesting. As you might see, the image on the screen, hopefully it's gonna work and stay this one, is the one with Zoval looking at basically what is the map of Azeroth. Now, when you look at the picture, you're gonna see that he's looking towards Northrend. Now, Dark Ranger says that he might be wanting to resurrect Galakrond. And here's something. What's the most important thing that's still left in Northrend? Like, the Lich King is there no more, so that's kind of gone. Dalaran, I think Dalaran's still at the Broken Shore. Yeah, I mean, I don't think we know if it moved from there. But, yeah, I guess it's still there. And anything else of note? Besides the former resting place of Bolivar? Not really. I mean, there's a Scourge, but I think we technically kind of dealt with that during the pre-patch for Shadowlands. Now, the Ranger says that he maybe wants to resurrect Galakrond, but here's a few things. The most important thing left in Northrend is basically the remains of Galakrond and Wormer's Keep. So now we have the meeting place of the dragons and the remains of the huge dragon that they killed alongside the Titans. Funny idea. Could this be a hint towards the Dragon Island? Well, it might be, and I really think it's gonna go there, or we're gonna get there the next expansion at some point, even if it's not gonna be the main focus of the expansion. I think we're gonna get there thanks to a little thing they do in Exploring Calendar. Right now, the book isn't. You're not able to buy it anymore. They took it off to remake things, I guess, because people on Twitter complain. But it's Twitter, so who cares? But one thing they mention in the book, kind of a lot, is about dragon riders. You're not gonna see it through in every page. You're gonna see it every now and then. Something is mentioned about dragons. For example, Rexar is scared and wants to leave the blue dragons alone and not interact with them. Rexar tells Rekan, I forgot his name. Anyway, that Zappy Boy. He tells Zappy Boy that there used to be an island where night elves used to ride dragons into battle, dragon riders, and kind of like the Dragon Maw clan, and that they would die with their dragons, but they never really get there. But there are mentions of dragons along the book. There are mentions of the Dragon Island, of things related to dragons. It's not a whole bunch. It's a little, but step by step, we might be going towards that place or something similar related to dragons. What really sold me onto this was the post on Twitter that basically called that he might resurrect Galakrond, because Galakrond is still called the progenitor of dragons, which, from my knowledge, doesn't really make that much sense, but it could work. I mean, the name doesn't make much sense, but it could work. Now, I think it's going to be focused on dragons. There might be a possibility we're going to see dragon riders, but I don't think we're going to the Dragon Islands that much. As I said, I expect it to be part of the next expansion, but I don't expect it to be a main focus. Like, for example, Zar Mortis is part of Shadowlands, but it isn't really the main focus. Or it might just as well be. Anyway, the idea is that in Shadowlands we spend a lot of time in the realms of Shadowlands, and we help the denizens of the Shadowlands, from the Ventirs to the Maldraxi to the Night Phase, the Kyrians. So I think we might get there at some point in the next expansion. People came with speculations after the Stormount, the Sunwell Feline, or whatever it's called, appeared, and the new Transmog, which looks very good in my opinion. They came to speculate there might be another Cosmic Team 1. And that is possible because if you think about it, dragons have a lot to do with cosmology in a way. Or it's a stretch to say that, I know. But look at Ysera, for example. Ysera is basically a constellation at this point, and at the end of the Night Fae campaign, I understand that, well, we're waiting for her to get back until she heals up, and she'll say, "Yeah, I'm going back to Azeroth to take care of the Emerald Dream, hopefully better than the last time." But aside from that, Nosdormu, for example, has a lot to do with time. And time is an important thing when it comes to cosmology as well, because things change even in the sky. Stars that we see today are dead for years. Now, Malagos, of course, with the magic. You can't really mess up the magic part in Warcraft at all. Like, you're gonna have to put magic in there, and it's gonna make sense because it's magic. Magic is just magic. I know it might be a weak excuse, but yeah. And then there's the life dragons. I'm excluding the black dragonflight or whatever's left of the twilight dragonflight. Oh yeah, the red dragonflight. Now I remembered about them something interesting. Depending on your choices, there might be no more red dragons. Technically, not more new red dragons. But still the red dragon has it starts at the aspect of life. The red dragons have something to do with life. So yeah, you can include that because life. I can't make the connection between life and cosmology at this point. And yeah, like exactly the way he looks at what's called Northwind, and the fact that we know that these are two important things in there. The fact that dragons are mentioned quite a lot in Exploring Calendar kind of points us towards a dragon-themed expansion. Or even if it's not gonna be the whole plot of it being dragons, like for example, how in Goblins versus Gnomes in Hearthstone it was all about goblins and gnomes, I still think it's gonna revolve around the dragons, and the dragon aspects will be more, well, important to the story, because God knows they haven't really been doing that much or that good in the recent times. So yeah, my idea is that we're gonna have dragons in the next expansion. It's a long stretch, it's a speculation. I just base my ideas on stuff that I saw and read at this point. And as any speculation, you just go with it. At the end of the day, that's what a speculation is. Taking something and running with it. So yeah, dragons and something related to the universe might be interesting, and I would really like something about dragons. I really like dragons a lot. I contradict myself often when it comes to dragons. So yeah, this is my it's gonna be dragons. Will it be? I don't know. No, it probably won't be dragons. Probably something else. If you think about it, the feline and the transmog are way too different than what would you expect from a dragon themed stuff. But I presume that if it's not gonna be dragon themed, it's gonna have dragons in it. And anything with dragons in it is a plus for me. I like dragons. Thanks for watching.